Okay, so
And
Magic
we're
the
back.
Gathering. Magic the Gathering has fucking 77 gold ink chocobos, and 3 of them have been found so far.
How many exactly did you say?
77.
That is insane. Oh, by the way, I should be sharing my screen. There you
But
go.
so yeah, they have the 77 gold ink chocobos that you can only get in like the $36 collector's boosters.
Let's see if I can't. Mega
Yo,
Ether.
Yo, isn't that the shit that Epstein used?
Mega Ether? I hope so. That's what I've been feeding everyone.
Did I ever tell you the fucking inside joke me and my mom have about Jeffrey Epstein?
No?
So, anytime someone asks me about my dad and my mom is around, we start playing this game of how far can I get into describing Jeffrey Epstein before the person gets uncomfortable.
Wow.
And so, once again, I work at a school and we were having career day.
His career.
So, one of the teachers walked up to me and they're like, hey, I'm having my students go around to each classroom to, you know, ask their kids and the teacher about their careers. And, like, how, if they made it to their career or if, you know, they had to detour. And...
Or if they're a failure.
I just sat there and I was like, oh, another fun fact about me, I have like a controversial male figure of the year.
Male
and, like, you know,
figure of the year. What do you mean?
So, I just like to spice up like my jokes and shit when I talk to people. And so when I say like controversial, I mean like actual criminals. Or like just offensive.
Yeah.
And my
I'm sorry, I need to tell you, Jane is so hot.
Hi there.
I hate how much better the Disney characters look to the fucking KH originals.
I have always kind of believed that for a lot of the games. The only exception is that I really like Xion and Aqua.
Well, yeah, because
oh, I also like Yuffie, but they're not originals to Kingdom Hearts. They're Final Fantasy. Also, Tifa in her Advent Children outfit is fucking amazing.
Remember for the longest time that the fucking Advent Children designs were the canon versions of, like,
they were used everywhere. They were the edgiest things. And you know what? They were cool. I'm tired of lying to myself. They were amazing.
Well, yeah, that's like, but I just think
I
it's
like
really
how they're
funny.
defaulted back to the remake as being the canon ones now.
Well, that's like the weird part is like, I feel like some of the characters got like updated designs from Advent Children mixed with the original.
Kind of. Oh yeah, Tifa. So I think Tifa used to have a skirt, and now she has kind of shorts under her skirt. So they did update. 'Cause I think that was in her Advent Children design. Also, I think I swapped Donald for Goofy. I don't remember though.
But
oh, wait, I don't have Cure, but neither does Don. Okay, I think we're good.
I forgot. Isn't Tarzan like legitimately one of the best party members in the entire game?
I think Aladdin is. I don't know about Tarzan because I see Aladdin used for the Kurt Zia fight. Also, what was the mission we were given? Oh, I have the slides. Yo, editor, you insert that one clip of Milo from Atlantis showing Tarzan the wonderful world of gay sex.
You're very excited for another class, right?
Yeah.
A picture speaks 1,000 words. With that, I introduce you to the fantastic world of gay sex.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, you're gonna send it to me.
Ah, fuck. Okay, I'll. Fuck, I can just send it right now, dude.
Where are my friends? Riku
But
and Kairi?
my controversial male figure of the year is fucking OJ Simpson.
Hey, I thought.
That
And
just one place. Young man,
she got really uncomfortable when
But we have yet to
I said the
encounter these
phrase,
friends
well, when I
of
was
yours.
younger, I wanted to be like my hero,
I went
OJ.
there with the gorillas,
Based.
but Tarzan
Also, I
refuses
sent
to
it.
take
Please
us
watch
to
it
them.
now.
Okay.
Really, Mr.
You
Toji,
are going to
Tarzan
need to
wouldn't
see
hide.
this.
Then take us there. Take
It's one
us
of
to
those
the
like
gorillas.
mixed
Oh,
media
gorillas.
videos.
Oh, that's the Fortnite trailer.
It's so good.
Tarzan, are you sure?
Tarzan, go see Kerchak.
Kerchak?
He must be the leader.
Just a fucking cunt.
Yeah,
How long is it
the way
after-
he says it, I think.
I'm having fun. I'm sorry I haven't been on in a little while. There's been some things going on.
It's the blonde dude from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, what's his face from Mulan, the main guy from Mulan, and then Jasmine, who's like getting off to the idea of it. Not gonna lie, I have a huge crush on Tinkerbell. She's so hot.
I can't tell if that's ironic or not.
Nah, have you seen the movies with her? Also, look,
No.
it's the pot from what's it called?
Wow.
I forget the name of the movie, but it's in this game. Yeah, it's the
But,
tea kettle. Is there a cracked cup that's like the little runt? No, there isn't. Okay.
But yeah, I told the fucking teacher I wanted to be like my hero, OJ.
Based.
And she looked at me really uncomfortable and she's like, didn't he have to move out of California? I was like, yeah, because the killer could still be there.
Yeah.
And
She's stupid?
she just looked at me really uncomfortable. She's like, is this one of your really messed up bits? And I was like,
Your
yeah.
bits? Is this a bit?
I gave like this
Chat,
really
is this real?
But no, I gave like this really defeated sigh, like, yeah. She's like, okay, because like, I don't need you saying that around the kids.
How are they gonna know?
And
if
I was
you're
like,
not a G or not. Oh, can't go there.
I just gave her this really confused look, and I was like, you really think I would say that around them? And she's like, I don't know. It's your first year, and
It's your
you're like
first.
the youngest person here. I don't know what you kids are into nowadays.
I don't know what you're capable of.
So I went and talked to the fucking principal about it, and she's like, did you do this in like a private area? And I was like, yeah, we did in the teacher's lounge. And she's like, oh, then everything here is fine.
Yeah.
She was like, as long as like no kids are around, like you were just telling a harmless joke.
The only
I
one
was like-
getting harmed was OJ's victims. Am I able to make
editor-
it? No.
Editor me, put the fucking OJ fan cam I made.
See me out in Cohort, say hi, but if you meet me at the clam, I'm a talkative guy. Maybe we'll talk over beers and remember the time. And we know even at my lowest, I'm a family guy. Yeah, a lot of white boys do impressions of me. And you always see my clips on your FYP. But that algorithm's
Up here.
Like, you have a fan cam for OJ.
Yeah.
Damn. You are
But-
truly OJ's strongest warrior.
I was at his funeral.
Fuck. I'm fairly certain I can drop down over there without needing to
No.
do anything, so I'm just gonna come back later.
Yeah,
Also, this is
so-
my least favorite part of the game. I think.
Oh, it's not the fucking shrinking puzzle from Alice in Wonderland?
Look, that one sucks ass, and luckily God deleted it because he knew better.
My last name Blick, so I'm picking the tool up. Blick, gang, gang. My stepper gon' brush him if I press the button. Too drippy to scuff. The blick in the duffel, it came with a muzzle, so why would I touch it? Diamonds dancing flooded. We don't turn nothing.
God. But
Go check her. Wait, what?
so that teacher actually took it to the principal to like talk to her about it. She's like, his jokes actually hurt my feelings, and I'm like, yo, you know it says on my fucking placard non-binary, right?
I was about to say, you fucking corrected them for that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a fucking biggie. Not gonna. If she's bringing up dumb shit that doesn't matter, you're allowed to be as petty as you want.
No, literally, I have a fucking special like name tag that has like my pronouns on it.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You did just misgender them while complaining about a joke."
Like, yeah, if you're gonna fucking like, I don't really care that much about like her pronouns and stuff that much. I'm not really an ally that much. But holy fuck, if you're gonna be petty, then fucking like get ready for that shit. On my life, I'm gonna kill myself. I missed the fucking jump too.
But yeah, and my principal was literally like, plus they already reported this to me. Like, I tried to tell you that, and the other lady was just like, well, I don't just think those jokes are appropriate. And she's like, did it happen in a private area where children are not allowed? Yeah.
You're allowed to have inappropriate jokes as long as like you're not sexually harassing anyone, and you're not.
Yeah, and they're like, are you related to OJ or any of the victims?
I did the exact same thing again.
And she was like, no. And she's like, so what's the problem? Well, like, we were talking about career day, and they're like, you know, they asked me like if I would prefer like, you know, Mr. or Mrs. or like whatever the fuck for if like children had to refer to me. I chose Mr. because I'm like, that's already what they had to do. And they were like, Mr. Man Now Dog, what did you give her an actual answer to the children for your career? And I was like, I wanted to be a teacher. And the principal asked, she's like, did they say that? And they were like, yeah. So what's the problem?
It took me like 2 hours when I first got to this area to figure out that those vines go over here and not back the other way, so I didn't know this area was accessible.
I just remember a lot of the fucking level design in this game is just atrocious.
Yes, also they force you into platforming when Sora has like the worst platforming thing. I was doing my playthrough, so I basically just watched all the cutscenes from Chain of Memories, and I also watched everything from 356 Days or whatever the fuck it's called. So I basically just started my Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough on my own time, and oh my gosh, it feels so much nicer. Like, just so much nicer.
But, you bring the stuff?
It's right here, huh?
Show it.
It's
Show
right,
it.
it's right here.
Show it.
I beat 3, like, when it came out, so 3 I also know feels really nice to play, but holy shit, it's actually insane how bad this game fucking feels.
You want to know the worst? You want to know the worst part?
Which
thing about Kingdom Hearts 1 to me? Is the Sora in Smash Bros. Plays like this.
Does he? I could have sworn they made him slightly floaty, but I also haven't played Sora Smash Brothers in very long.
Like, I haven't either, but I
Oh,
don't
this is
remember
giving me, this is giving me, like, painful flashbacks, by the way.
Dude, there is one section that I wholeheartedly want to fucking skip when we get there.
Which one?
And that's Monstra.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty short. I did it recently. It's not that bad. You are correct. It is awful because the room design is atrocious and it all looks the same. But I got through it within an hour, I think. It's really short. Like, it's 2 boss battles that are mandatory and then you're done, pretty much. I just played it, like, 3 weeks ago. I don't think it's that bad.
Okay, so, like, the reason I hate Monstra so much is, like, I have, like, this weird thing where I start to get, like, queasy if I keep doing the same shit over.
Yeah, no, it gets honestly annoying. Like, it gets dizzy for me.
Yeah. Because
the rooms look exactly the fucking same. It's all that blue polka dot shit.
Yeah, so one of my favorite games of all time, I know I'm going to be outing myself as a fucking queerster here.
You already kind of have, by being my friend.
But one of my favorite games of all time is the original Life is Strange.
God.
And there's this section in the fucking junkyard where you have to find these bottles that like kind of blend in. I remember actually having to take a break from the game because I had to vomit from like just walking around the same areas over and over again.
I believe that, honestly. I genuinely hate games that don't have good level design, that like differentiate a lot of the parts from each other. Also, I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going.
I think that's the fun of these Let's Plays, it's just, this is our honest takes playing these games.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Do I just go down to the vines? Let's see. I'm just gonna head back to the camp and pray that I am correct. Well, my thing is, I just beat this fucking game on my own time, so I should know where what I'm doing to a certain degree. Let's see. Are we gonna get attacked by the jaguar? Yes, we are!
Do you want to hear one of the worst or greatest ideas I came up with today?
Which was it?
So, I was talking to my friend about, like, Fujimoto and how he's, like, my favorite mangaka right now. And another thing that's gonna out me as a queerster, Hideo Kojima is my favorite game director.
And you are going 2 for 2 on these.
And I was like, if Fujimoto and Kojima got into the same room together, we're either gonna have the absolute peak of video games,
Or absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
No, the real thing is if you put their editors in the same room.
What do you mean? That's just like having 6 lesbians in the same room.
Hold on. Oh, she looks so hot.
I'm jaking it.
I'm jaking it. Anytime I simp over a character, please put the single voice line of Jake saying, I'm jaking it, as I'm talking.
What am I doing with these
Just do that anytime I'm simping for a waifu of any kind.
bastard gorillas? I'll hunt down every last one of them. I'll track them down.
I forgot.
somehow.
Wasn't Tarzan like an actual book that happened?
Yes, it's actually the reason. It's the real reason as to why Tarzan never really came back as a level in Kingdom Hearts. The family that owns Tarzan, I don't know if it was didn't give them the rights or if just it became more difficult to ask or some shit to use it. And so in the future games they never did. In the credits for this game at the very start, it literally tells, like, it gives a list of the games that aren't it gives a list of the intellectual properties not owned directly by Disney. And it basically says, these are all using the rights of X, Y, and Z family that owns, what's it called?
Yeah, because I just remembered. I was like, no, dude, I swear it could have fucking returned in Kingdom Hearts 2, and I was like, nope, that was Lion King.
Yep, Lion King, and it came back in a big way. It actually got its own level instead of it just being Simba. Same thing with Mushu.
Dude, I remember the fucking Mulan level going hard.
I love Mulan's level. I like Mulan. She's another fucking Disney waifu.
Dude, I remember we had that entire discussion if she was a princess or not.
We're gonna have it again, but she's not.
It just... Oh, dude, another bit I've been doing recently is one of my friends has been playing Five Nights at Freddy's for the first time.
I've never actually sat down and played all the series.
Please don't. Like, those games have
Oh, no, I'm
actually
not.
aged, like,
What? I want to support Scott. Fucking Goofy, get out of my fuck. I had the camera angle. Oh my god. This is awful.
But,
You don't want me to support Scott and his homophobia? Is he homophobic or is he just Christian? I can't remember if it's both or
I think
not.
he's just Christian, but, like, it was found out that, like, he was donating, like, 50 grand to a bunch of, like, Republicans.
Oh, I mean, that's not
But, like,
as bad. I understand the implications aren't good, but I don't really care.
The thing is, like, they weren't, like, the big Republicans. They were, like, those fucking small, like, mayors and shit.
Oh, it's not even that bad, then.
So, like, these people that you can only donate, like, a small, like, really specific amount, like $3,552 to.
Yeah.
That was such, like, an oddly specific number, but, like, that's how those, like, donation goals are. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
if you're gonna donate to so-and-so's campaign, you can only do a max of $17,553. But it was like he was just donating to, like, a bunch of, like, those Republican mayors and shit, but if you go through, like, the other tax files, he donated to, like, the Trevor Project and shit. It was just like... But
What's the Trevor Project? I never.
It's like one of the few good non-predatory LGBT organizations because
Oh.
I have to say that because of fucking Froot. The
Yeah.
VTuber.
God, I hate fruit. I hate fruit. I don't like saying I outright hate people that are in the VTubing and YouTuber community, but oh my gosh, I just don't like fruit. I understand, by the way, that like it came out that her husband, or like she didn't cheat on her husband, quote unquote. I understand that that came out, that she was actually not really fucked up, at least from what I saw. But holy shit, I still just don't like her.
The thing is, when it comes to her, is like I'm so on the fence because I was an actual fan of her. Because like I like artist, this is gonna sound
Support
so weird.
artists.
I like artist streams where like they're just drawing and talking and shit.
Yeah.
And Fruit was like actually also entertaining, and she was one of the VTubers who didn't fucking do the thing of like what is it called when immersion breaking. She would just like post selfies and not be like immersion break. It's like she was just straight up like, here's me. So like I gotta give her credit because she's like one of the I guess I can say it's like honest VTubers where she doesn't like try to play up the shit.
Oh yeah.
But I'm
If you
trying
hear
to remember.
anything at my door, it's because my dog is banging on it.
But so my friend's like playing Five Nights at Freddy's for the first time, and I'm sorry, I loved that whole era where everybody was just horny for the animatronics.
What do you mean era? It's still occurring. I love how everyone cared more about it back when everyone wasn't thinking about it as much, and then as soon as everyone kind of sat down and thought about it for a second, they were like, wait, all the animatronics are kids.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, man, I want to be up in Bonnie and shit. And my friend was like, wait, isn't there like a 12-year-old soul in there? And I'm like, you don't have to tell me. I'm just gonna pretend it's not.
Fuck. I fucked up, didn't I? Or I'm not in the right area, am I? Fuck, I don't...
Wait, did you just say over your 77?
What?
Did you save over your 77?
Well, I have two. Yeah, see, so I have... This one is post-game, this one is pre. I have two save files. I literally thought about this exact scenario. I was like, I'm gonna save another one over an extra slot in case one day I click too fast. So I did think about that. Also, I am a bit lost. I'm assuming I gotta go back to the Grove or whatever the fuck at the top of the thing.
Oh yeah. Editor me, please put the picture up of the Rent-A-Girlfriend ending where but it's fucking Toji like open firing on her. Because like I know that's something you wanted to talk about.
I love that it ended about as badly as it probably deserved to end, by the way. Like, I fucking always hated Rent-A-Girlfriend. I always thought it was like conceptually the worst fucking thing you could ever have for an anime. For even a series in general, it just doesn't sound good. Like, and this comes from a guy who regularly enjoys harem anime, unironically. But oh my gosh, Rent-A-Girlfriend is just so fucking bad. Like, it's genuine. I love how there's people that calculated how much money he spent on her.
I was about to bring that up.
And it's like $250,000 USD. And you're like, there are actual hookers that will get married to you willingly with no strings attached for less money than he spent on her. And I love everyone claiming it's like, nice try, incel. She doesn't owe anything to him. And it's like, no, she doesn't. No one ever says she does. It's just literally a man can give a girl the whole world and she won't care.
That's like I have no attachment to the fucking show. I always thought it was like a really weird concept.
Yeah, it's bad.
And everybody, I know it was like you either think it's absolute garbage or the fans sit there and tell you it's like peak. And like, I can't even sit there and be like, I don't like harem shit because I don't know if this technically counts, but like one of my favorite mangas is Quintessential Quintuplets.
Does that count? I've never actually seen that anime.
But
I know about it. It was never on my radar as something to sit down and watch.
I'm trying to think of like another good one was like Yamada and the Seven Witches.
Oh, I remember. That one was horny as fuck.
Yeah, but it's
Wait,
good
is it
though.
right? No, I mean, yeah. I am an unironic defender of High School DxD, specifically the light novel. The light novel is actually goated, and it's very unfortunate. If you read it in a specific way, mind you. So, like, it has some of, like, actually the best character development for, like, characters, but it's literally written, and I mean this genuinely, it's written, like, every time the author is making something really good, halfway through, he'll just add a very, very, very unnecessary, like, booby scene for no reason. It's very, like, it feels very much like that. It literally feels like someone comes in while he's writing, stops him from writing, writes it down, and then leaves the room, and then it continues. It's very weird how it's done. And I mean that genuinely. It's so fucking jarring. Because
Dude,
it has such peak moments and shit.
the fucking anime is exactly like that. The original one, like the one that was not.
Oh yeah.
censored.
Well, fucking, what's it called? Honestly, the problem is only the first 2 seasons are really, like, series accurate. The 3rd season one that is pretty bad in terms of accuracy, and, like, if you've read the light novel, you will hate the 3rd season. I think if you haven't read the light novel, 3rd season probably won't be that bad for you, but my god, I saw the 3rd season after I read it, and it was abysmal. Absolute dog shit.
The thing that gets me so much about it is one of my favorite characters is Zenobia.
Oh, she's like insanely popular. I do like her.
And one of my friends was like, she's so much better in the light novels.
That is true.
And you see, I got a fucking High School DxD is one of those things where I have to sit there and justify owning it.
I don't have to. I genuinely do like it, and I know I'm right, by the way, because I have a normie friend who, like, doesn't really like anime. He literally doesn't watch anything. He's completely fucking normal when it comes to like weird anime and shit. I literally, back when we were in high school, when he was more open to, like, trying anime and stuff, I did convince him to read the DxD light novels, and to this day, he's like, listen, I don't like anime. He's like, I especially don't like ecchi shit. He's like, I will defend DxD. It is genuinely good to read.
Good. That's like the weird thing to me is how popular like anime is becoming nowadays for like kids and shit.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what I found out? And I think this is what happened. I work at a bar, and my bartender, he literally was talking to me about how his kid really, really likes a new anime, and I was like, oh, really? Which one? He's like, oh, my kid, he's like 6 years old. He really likes Solo Leveling. And I was instantly like, that's why. That's why it won. Because fucking literal children like it.
Well, that's like, I think that's so interesting is because these kids, they're getting into it, and it's, I think you can agree with me, like, we're kind of at, like, the peak of One Piece.
It is. One Piece is pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, and, like, a bunch of kids at school like that. A bunch of kids like fucking Solo Leveling.
Oh, do I have to use magic on these?
That's why I think it's, like, we're in, like, this anime boom, is because, like, we have, like, a bunch of, like, anime and shit that, like, are really accessible to kids, like, one of the kids I had in my classroom was, like, reading fucking Blue Lock. And I'm like, okay, Blue Lock is kind of good.
Get out of here with that. Not doing that. We will not be having this discussion. You do not speak for us. But no, yeah, I get it. My Hero is also insanely popular too. Still, to this day.
One of the other, like, really popular ones is still, like, Haikyuu.
God, Haikyuu. You remember when Free was a thing?
Yes, because I watched that shit unironically, and I remember watching fucking Free Abridged.
Terrible.
And there was, like, a whole thing, because, the trailer for Free came out, and there was like nobody knew the name of the anime. Someone thought that like some weird Fujoshi's just got like a fat stack of budgets for a 2-minute trailer.
That's basically what Uma Musume was.
And
I am definitely in an area where these guys are just spawning infinitely, so I think I go up here. There's a place you're supposed to go to, I think, that just has... Yeah, I think... No, this isn't it. What about over here? Tunnel. No, I'm just back here.
That's why I like think fucking anime is like really popular now. It's just like there's so much shit that's just accessible for children.
Oh yeah, 100%. They also have kind of toned down a lot of the main like ecchi ones. Because I remember when I was in high school, you just got that shit thrusted at you.
Yeah,
like ecchi
fucking...
was fucking everywhere. You still had shit. You still had Stratos coming out back then.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, that shit hooked me pretty heavily. And then I just remember, well, so I don't know how well reported this was, but during the like 2012 era, or like 2011 to 2014 era, Japan actually canceled a bunch of anime. Like the government, from what I remember, like basically tried canceling a bunch of anime and stopped them from coming out with like excessive amount of seasons. And they apparently did that because anime was overwhelming their subculture and like their exports so much. They were like, well, we want to get like a lock on this shit before like it gets unregulatedly out of control. Because it was literally, it was their #1 export at like that time.
Yeah,
it was because it was like, it was blowing up so much. The government was like, all right, we're gonna cancel a bunch of seasons that are coming out for different shows, and then we're gonna let them come back. That's why like a lot of anime from that era never got second seasons. Yeah, because like even though they were willing to come out with other seasons, they were basically being told you have to wait for like shit to stop, and then like for the government to kind of like get a crackdown on it. And then they never just came out with like extra ones.
That's like one of the weirdest things to me. I'm gonna have to fucking remember the name of it, but there's this fucking mangaka who like specializes in making like overly sexual shit.
Right.
Like I'm gonna have to fucking remember his name. Like editor me, please put his name up.
Oh, is it the guy from Nagatoro? The hentai artist?
No, dude. He's been around since like the fucking 80s, 90s. And he had this manga that was actually like straight up banned by the Japanese government because it was like actually promoting pedophilia.
Rurouni Kenshin? Obligatory Rurouni Kenshin.
But it was like this manga that was about like this teacher marrying a preschooler.
Oh, Usagi Drop, right?
Nah, dude.
Because Usagi Drop is literally about a guy who has to like adopt like his like nephew and niece or some shit, like a family member because their parents died, and then the story is literally he ends up grooming her. Like it's not framed as him grooming her, it's framed as her falling in love with him. And then I think it literally ends with them getting married. And fun fact, that guy ended up becoming the illustrator for Tezcali Polka in Fate. Show him up on the screen. But show his first Ascension, that's the good one. Not the really bad third Ascension, it's really bad.
I'd have to go to one of my favorite fucking YouTubers to find the name of this fucking shit. Shout out to Hazel. Fucking making... Yeah, that's just the whole name, is like Hazel. But... I'm trying to find this fucking anime's name, because like... It legitimately is just... The OVA is just like big titties bouncing all over the fucking thing.
Based in proud large chest build.
Yes.
Okay, so they die in 2 hits. Okay. I am a little bit lost. Do you mind looking up what to do at the area I'm at.
Yeah, I'll fucking...
I just saw, or I just rescued a bunch of gorillas from Heartless. I don't know if there's like a specific one I have to rescue still or what. And like, if I do, I don't know what area.
Have you battled a saber?
Saber? Wait, what?
The fucking... It just says boss saber.
Oh, Sabir. Or
Yeah.
whatever. So you fight him multiple times. Does it say what time?
It says last time.
Where does it say to find him one last time? Because,
It says go back to the tent, now make your way to the bamboo thicket and prepare for a fight against Sabor.
I was at the bamboo thicket like just now. Does it say, Wait, so, I'm at the part with the gorillas where you're trying to rescue them. Is there
Let's see. The Heartless are now in Deep Jungle, more specifically the Power Wild along with the Bounty Wild and the Sniper Wild. The Heartless look like monkeys, fight them off to get a gummy piece, then fight them off at the Bamboo Thicket again, at the cliff, and after that's done, go back to the Hippo's Lagoon and all the way up to the climbing trees to fight the Heartless that are here. Now go to the treehouse.
Okay, I was at the treehouse, and then I
To
fought
fight the last...
gorilla.
Then it just says go to the treehouse to fight the last round of Heartless.
I did that. Then what does it say to do after that?
It says go back to the tent, now make your way back to the Bamboo Thicket to prepare for
Go back to
fight.
the tent. I'm gonna go back to the tent. I think that's what I need to do to trigger
I
it.
like those Heartless in the white robes. They just look like G's.
I hate that they exist, because I hate their mechanic. Because you just, you cast a spell on them based on what their mood is. And I hate that, because you see them in this early of a level. Okay, yeah, I got it to trigger. Yeah, there's the gunshot, then you go find Sabor, and then you fight him, and then I think Clayton invades the tent. And then after that, I think you fight the chameleon. Ah, motherfucker.
Okay, so I found the name of the anime. It's called fucking Eiken.
Eiken? That sounds really familiar.
And it legitimately got canceled by the Japanese government for having no substance.
Base. Wait, have you ever heard of the glorious anime that is Abunai Sisters? Or Danger Onei-chan's, as it's originally called?
Yes.
I love that. It's so good. It is peak. It's honestly better than One Piece.
One of the worst animes I ever watched as a child that might have like ruined me was fucking Kiss X Sis.
Oh, I watched that too. Not a lot, but I remember seeing it. I remember I also saw, because it was a meme. Actually, no, I never saw it. I remember seeing the meme, but I never did it. All of my friends got together and fucking watched Boku no Pico because they thought it was so lol XD funny. And I remember being like, it's gay. It's gay porn. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, that's it. There's no substance. And then I remember the one friend that really wanted to watch it was laughing the whole time, and everyone else that he convinced to watch it was, like, really uncomfortable and just like, why did we do this? And I wasn't, they told me after they saw it. They told me after. They were like, yeah, we don't really know why we, like, listened to do that. I was like, yeah, I don't know why you did either.
So the creator's name is Seiji Matsuyama.
His, the Yama in his name denotes mountain.
King Yama. But he... By the way, he's gotten banned off of Twitter 30 fucking times for getting into fights with feminists.
He's so pissed. When I'm going to Anime Expo, I have a chance to see Asanagi, by the way.
We definitely need you to get some footage for the fucking channel.
I'll have to be a face tuber then. I'll have to show myself.
Nah,
People
bro,
will have to recognize me as something other than a shrimp icon. Oh, we gotta get channel. We gotta get channel icons so we can put them as watermarks.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay,
like,
I'll try to make another shrimp icon and send it over.
Because we could use you as a shrimp and I can just be my fucking sock puppet self.
That works. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Ah, motherfucker. Actually, it looks like it hurts. Not...
Bro, could you imagine new channel name Sock and Shrimp?
Sock and Shrimp.
God.
Ah, fuck my life.
When I was making the thumbnail and I was showing it, and you know we were talking about like, did we overdo it? I sent a picture. I sent your reaction to one of my friends, and he's like, "Is he just Shrimp from Smiling Friends?"
No, I'm not. I look nothing like Shrimp. I'm cool and based.
Bro, but he plays Mouse Quest.
He does. That's also why I can never compete with him.
Is it bad? I hope he's like one of the characters that just like randomly pops up again.
He might. Oh, they did announce the next season is coming in fall, I believe.
This
Yeah.
upcoming fall. Hold on, I'm adjusting something real quick.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to mute my mic for a second, and
Oh no, you're good, dude. But
did I
they also just like announced that like it's getting a season 4 and 5.
No, I think they already announced it's getting 4 and 5. They did that a while ago. But the important thing, the actual announcement was Zach basically confirming. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Yeah. Wait. I think I go back up the trees, right? Do you know?
Oh, let me. Because I was really searching for that fucking like weird pervert guy. After defeating Saber, go back to the tent for a scene with Tarzan. Now go back to the climbing trees. Once you're there,
yeah.
you should be treated to a cutscene